Well, moving on now, it's the second day of meetings at the 71st UN General Assembly in New York. President Muhammadu Buhari was at a roundtable discussion on the importance of dealing with the terrible crime of slavery. Nearly 46 million people around are enslaved globally, according to the 2016 Global Slavery Index. At the meeting yesterday, President Muhammadu Buhari talked about advances made against Boko Haram insurgents, which he said go beyond degradation through force of arms. He later held a bilateral meeting with the South African President Jacob Zuma, where he said a de-radicalization process is ongoing and has recorded some measures of success. Hundreds of people have been displaced by Boko Haram insurgency in Nigeria's northeast. The president is scheduled to address the General Assembly later today. And in South Africa, it has been hit by a standoff between police and university students. The students of which university have been out protesting a government plan to allow universities to increase tuition fees. On Monday, the country's education minister, Blade Nzimande, said that universities could raise their fees by up to 8%. Last year, student demonstrations forced the government to back down on the rise in tuition costs. There is also tension in other universities, including University of Pretoria, the University of Free State, as well as two institutions in Cape Town. Those on the ground say things will still be heated up for the rest of the week, as protests are expected by students from other universities.
Marching peacefully, police opened fire with further stun grenades and tear gas in an attempt to disperse the crowd, but it was unprovoked. You see behind me very disciplined students who in fact were holding up their student cards, because all we want to do is enter campus. All we are doing is fighting for free education. We are calling for free and quality education. We need the commission to be sped up, the terms of reference to change, not just from feasibility, but to how we're going to realize it, and we want timelines. When are we going to be implementing free and quality education?
Let's stay with the meetings at the 71st UN General Assembly in New York, and our political correspondent Chukwuma Onekwusi, our State House correspondent Chukwuma Onekwusi, is standing by to tell us what's going on at the moment. Chukwuma, what is the agenda at the UNGA today?
Well, this is the biggest day of the United Nations General Assembly, because the General Assembly Day is taking place right now. As I speak with you, two speakers have already taken the lead. President Obama has delivered, is right now delivering, after which we will come out to have a bilateral with President Muhammadu Buhari. And that is what we are standing in for, and that's why it was difficult to connect with you on the time. Well, it is very free, and it is a very important day, like I told you. The issues here will border on the 2030 agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals. That is what the talks that we have been listening to have been dealing on. You know, it's the first anniversary of the SDG, and so they are not letting any stone unturned as they try to persuade nations to ensure that humanity has a peaceful planet using the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. They are pressing a phase on world leaders to ensure that there is peace in the world.
All right, thank you very much, Chukwuma Onekwusi, for that update.